Hi guys and welcome to Crazy Pepper Revenge. This channel is all about crazy true stories, stuff that happens in real life when things get a little bit messy, people dealing with drama, cheating, lies, breakups, and even revenge. Some stories are wild, some are emotional, but all of them will keep you watching. If you like real talk and real situations, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around. This is Crazy Pepper Revenge, where the stories get spicy.
Enjoy your ride, cheating witch.
I'm 42M, married to Lana, 34F, for 12 years, daughter Emma, 16F. My best friend Brett was 36M, owned a gym, been tight since high school. He was my best man, helped us move, the works. I work at Morrison Manufacturing 16-hour shifts, 6 days a week on hydraulic press. Not glamorous, but pays bills. Lana's a real estate agent, supposedly building her career. Always showing houses and buying expensive clothes with our joint credit card. Picture this. I'm eating a gas station sandwich behind the factory during lunch break when I check my phone. Our shared cloud account is streaming live video. Figured Lana left her camera on by accident. What I saw destroyed me. My wife was riding another man in our marriage bed. The man was Brett, my best friend of 20-plus years, the guy who was best man at our wedding. In the bed, where my daughter used to crawl between us during storms. Hands trembling, I want to hang up, pretend I never saw it. Instead, I screenshot everything. The audio was worse than the visual. Lana panting, God, I can't believe Jason still thinks you're just helping me with my real estate license. If he knew you were the one who got me that Morrison Heights listing. Brett muffled. Poor fool probably thinks his overtime is paying for your new BMW. Doesn't know his best buddy's been bankrolling his wife's lifestyle for 8 months. 8. Damn. Months. Then Lana asks what I'd do if I found out. Brett laughs, says I can barely look him in the eye at the gym, mentions how I shuffled away like a kicked dog when he outbenched me 315 to my pathetic 185. They both laugh like it's the funniest thing ever. Lana says sometimes she thinks about telling me, putting me out of my misery. Says Emma's almost 17 anyway, and likes Brett better than her own father already. Brett tells her not to. This setup works too good. I pay bills, he gets benefits, says I could never afford our house on machine operator salary, that he's the one making her career possible through his developer contacts. My phone cracked. I'd been gripping it so tight, my knuckles went white. Found 47 more video files in the shared album. Sat in my truck the rest of lunch break, staring at smokestacks cutting black lines across gray sky. Hands stopped shaking. Whole body felt remarkably calm, like the moment before pulling a trigger. Texted Lana. I was working late. She immediately responded with her usual lie about showing houses until 9. Love you. The same lie she'd been telling for 8 months. After work, drove to Danny's pawn shop on the bad side of town. Guy asks minimal questions if you have cash. Told him I needed home security. Heard about break-ins in my neighborhood. 20 minutes later, walked out with enough surveillance equipment to wire a small warehouse. Everything off the books. Called in sick next day. By 8:30 a.m., alone with my new gear and growing sense of purpose. Started in bedroom. Micro camera behind dresser mirror capturing entire bed. Living room camera hidden in fake plant Lana bought but never watered. Kitchen disguised as smoke detector. Voice recorders in landline phone base, cable box, even inside Lana's jewelry box. Spent afternoon at library using their computers. Created anonymous email accounts, researched private investigators, divorce attorneys, and something I'd never thought I'd need. Revenge tactics that couldn't be traced back to source. Forums were educational. Scorned spouses sharing strategies with clinical precision of military planners. Most interesting were psychological warfare techniques. Stories about people driven to complete mental breakdown without single law being broken. Brett texted, Gym tonight. Haven't seen you in forever, buddy. The casual audacity was almost impressive. I declined. He kept pushing, mentioned Lana told him about Halloween party invitation. They'd been discussing my social calendar while screwing in my bed. That evening started my research phase. Followed Brett to Route 9 Marriott at 2:15 p.m. Friday. At 2:47, Lana's BMW pulled into lot. Nothing if not punctual. Took photos with timestamps. Used Hotel Business Center to check credit card statements. Sure enough, $127 charged from 2:38 p.m. to Marriott Route 9. My wife was using my credit card to pay for her affairs. Home recordings were goldmine. Bedroom camera captured Lana whispering into phone at 11:47 p.m. after she thought I was asleep. Can't keep doing this. Only for a few more months. What if he finds out? Brett's voice. Won't find out. Too stupid. Same thing. Enhanced the audio, burned to CD labeled Evidence 1. When Emma came home from school, I was making her favorite snack, apple slices with peanut butter. She was suspicious about me being home early. Is everything okay with you and Mom? She asked what she meant. Emma said we'd been acting weird, never really talking, everything sounding fake, like reading from script. Said Mom's been on phone lot more, always texting and smiling, buying expensive clothes. I made a decision that would define everything. Told Emma yes, there was someone else. Her mother was cheating with someone we both trusted. Emma cried but handled it with maturity that broke my heart. Asked what I was going to do. Told her I was going to make sure everyone understood exactly what they'd done and what it costs. That evening, Lana came home with new dress from mall. Cost more than I made in a week, according to Credit Card Alert. Modeled it, saying it was for Brett's Halloween party tomorrow. When we talked that night, I asked for complete honesty about everything. Asked directly if she was having an affair. Her pause lasted exactly 3 seconds too long. No, I pressed, explained hotel charges, cologne smell, never being where she said. She got defensive, called me paranoid and jealous and pathetic. Same word Brett used in recording. I told her I knew everything. About video stream, about Brett funding her career while I worked doubles, about them laughing at how stupid and weak I was. Gave her 2 options. End it with Brett tonight and try to fix marriage, or I handle it my way. She laughed. Called me weak, boring, pathetic. Said Brett was right. I'd never have balls to leave, would just keep working and paying bills while she did whatever she wanted. Was he? I asked, smiling for first time in days. Something in my expression made her step back. That's when old Jason died. Saturday spent preparing party favors, video camera, portable printer, devil mask, red ribbon. Had plans that went beyond simple exposure. We arrived at Brett's Halloween party around 8 p.m. 24 people in costumes, drinking and laughing. Brett dressed as Viking, suited his ego perfectly. Greeted us with fake enthusiasm, hugged Lana too long, too close. I watched my wife's face, saw fear there. Asked to speak privately, just 3 of us. Brett's office decorated with athletic achievements, business awards, several photos including Lana at real estate events. Spread photos across Brett's desk, them entering/leaving hotels, Lana in Brett's truck, Brett leaving my house Tuesday morning when I was supposed to be at work. Silence stretched nearly a minute, then played enhanced audio recording. Their voices filled the room. Too stupid to figure it out, just need few more months. Then we can be together properly. Brett's face went pale to red. Called me son of a witch. Pulled out phone, showed them 27 queued messages to Lana's boss, Brett's business partners, parents at Emma's school, our neighbors. Each containing photos, recordings, financial documents showing Brett steering business to Lana for sexual favors. I'm a reasonable person, I said, so I'm giving you choice. Option 1, get on knees, beg forgiveness, confess everything. I give you 24 hours to figure out how to make this right. Option 2, I press send right now. Brett stepped forward. You're bluffing. Try me. Lana dropped to knees immediately. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jason. 8 months of using your credit cards, your house, your trust. I told myself it was because you weren't paying attention anymore, but that wasn't true. I did it because I wanted to and thought you'd never have courage to stop me. Voice breaking. I let him convince me you were pathetic, used his business connections while you worked extra shifts, turned Emma against you by complaining constantly. I destroyed our marriage because I'm selfish and cruel and thought I could get away with it. Brett refused to kneel. I pressed send. Phone buzzed with 27 delivery confirmations. Brett lunged forward. 16 years factory work kept me stronger than I looked. Caught his wrist, twisted, dropped him to floor. Put on devil mask. Here's what happens next. Lana, you pack and leave. Brett, you'll discover several business partners have conflicts of interest now. Sleeping with client's wife while steering business violates contract morality clauses. Oh, and costume party continues outside. Everyone's about to get educational slideshow on big screen TV in your backyard. had set up projector while Brett was getting drinks. Right then, guests were seeing photos of their 8-month relationship. Through office window, heard confused voices becoming angry voices. Someone shouting, someone laughing. Pulled off mask. I'm the guy who finally stopped letting you treat him like one. Emma waiting when I got home. Lana had called hysterical, said I'd done something terrible. I exposed the truth. Some people consider that terrible. Emma said what Mom and Brett did was wrong, and she was sorry it happened to me. She wanted to stay with me. By Wednesday, story was all over town. Job recruiters calling with offers paying twice my Morrison salary. Apparently, someone who could systematically dismantle two people's lives with surgical precision was exactly what some companies needed. Brett's gym closed due to financial restructuring. Lana's agency mutually parted ways with her. Brett showed up drunk at my door Thursday, blamed me for destroying his business and reputation. Told him he destroyed his own life by thinking he could betray someone without consequences. Got management position offer in Chicago, paying twice old salary. Emma and I moved for fresh start. House went on market, proceeds split per divorce settlement. 3 months later, settled in Chicago. Emma in private school, me at new job. Apartment smaller than old house, but felt bigger somehow. Lighter. Lana eventually called. Got job in Pittsburgh, seeing therapist, wanted to become someone Emma could be proud of again. Emma started talking to her mother again after months of silence. 6 months later, Lana visited Chicago. Looked different, older, more genuine. Thanked me for taking care of Emma while she figured out who she wanted to be. Asked what would have happened if she'd been honest from beginning instead of having an affair. Told her we probably still would have divorced, but Emma would still respect her. Brett would still have business. She wouldn't have had to rebuild entire life from scratch. Divorce isn't same as destruction, I said. Eventually deleted all evidence files. Didn't need proof anymore. Consequences had played out, lessons learned, new life built. I'm not same man who discovered wife's affair in factory parking lot. Not the man who systematically destroyed two people's lives for betrayal. I'm someone who learned that respecting yourself sometimes means making others face truth about themselves, no matter how much it hurts. Sometimes that's most important lesson anyone can learn. Edit. For those asking if I feel bad, no, they spent 8 months calling me pathetic while destroying my family. I made sure actions had consequences. Emma's thriving, I have better job. Lana's actually working on becoming better person. Sometimes cruel is just honest. Edit 2, Brett's business never recovered. Last heard he left town. Actions have consequences. Edit 3, to those saying I went too far. They filmed themselves mocking me in my own bed, used my money for hotels, turned my daughter against me, and laughed about how stupid I was. For 8 months. What exactly would have been proportional response? Asking nicely?